we have Mark
Yo, what's good?
and the Slash or Abraham.
What's up?
So we have decided to start a podcast to start our new small group. We plan on making hopefully very prosperous in the future. Virtual Rejects. You can't guess by the name.
Yeah.
I mean, because most people in the virtual world are virtual rejects in society. So.
Yeah, and hopefully this becomes more of a, I guess, more like common thing.
Yes.
So we can do it more often and stuff. Maybe like once a week.
This
and
is
we'll
more of an experiment right now.
Yeah. Definitely testing. So if anything is like, if there's any issues, just let us know.
and just message in the comments. We'll be keeping an eye on it. Also, we'll be adding more people to these podcasts and or switching out with people for different topics.
Yeah.
So today we are talking about E3 and all the new games coming out with it.
Even possibly even some stuff outside of E3 that's just like just came out pretty much in the rough time span of this past month or maybe the past 2 months.
Something that caught interest.
Yeah. They had a lot of stuff and everyone wasn't too happy about it.
No, especially with the Elder Scrolls release coming up soon. I don't believe it's taken very well. Elder Scrolls Blades.
Oh, isn't that that phone game or something?
It's a phone game, yeah.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It supposedly has a 4.5 out of 5 rating on iTunes. Supposedly.
Alright.
Now, we're not the actual...
Elder Scrolls Legends, that's the mobile game.
Okay. I mean,
Blades was... Oh wait, Blades is also...
Yes.
Okay.
There's-
But it's
Yeah, I think
also
there's
for
a
the
couple.
Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's free.
Okay, for a free game. Free games are always hard to complain about because it's like, well, I mean, you didn't pay anything, so.
Yeah.
Except I paid the internet to download it.
Right. Now, I'm going to start off with one of the new games that came out that was also by the creators of Dark Souls.
Do you guys want to go in order of everything released, like E3, then Microsoft, and then so on, or do you just want to do your own?
Oh, really? Probably just shoot around.
Shoot around.
Probably not gonna hit like every single target.
Yeah. Let's just go over what we like.
Yeah, I guess. Start off with Mason's thing. Elden Ring, was it?
I believe it's called Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's coming out.
Isn't George R. R. Martin the guy who does Game of Thrones writing that?
It's the guy who did Game of Thrones and the person who creates Dark Souls, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's a collaboration between George R. R. Martin and the developers of Dark Souls. Now, a lot of people, especially that I know, have been hoping that it's not one of those games that they create and it has to turn into a baby mode for people that complain that's too hard. Because I know in the last Dark Souls is also very challenging, and a lot of people complain because of how challenging it is.
Was it Sekiro? Everyone thinks that's like...
So many people got mad at Sekiro because of how hard it was.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
This
that
game
game-
needs an easy mode. Go ahead.
No, but that game, Sekiro, that game though gave such good stories. Like it shook you in the places, especially fighting the four monkey kings, lord, where the hell they're called.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yes. Dude, it's been out for a while. You should have known.
Yeah.
But like the way they did that and how each one had its own special ability and like its own demise. Like the way they make it, it's not that you can't play it because it's yours. It just makes you think.
Yeah.
And that's one of the greatest things I think they do with their games. They make you think. They make you think where you're thinking, oh well, if I do this, how's it going to counteract with that?
Right.
But
You also had to memorize patterns,
Yeah.
movements, timing, parrying. What else? I mean, I just watch gameplay. I don't actually play it.
yeah, but like the idea behind it just immerses you because how much you feel like you're actually playing the character, even though you're pushing all the controls.
Yeah.
You still feel like you're in control.
No, me personally, I've still yet to play Sekiro, and I know I need to, but sadly the game is still like $50, so it's kind of rough.
Yes, we're broke. That's one thing about us, we're broke.
But I have watched gameplay and I've watched some videos, and I gotta say, in between like the hilarious moments that it has and just like the raw gameplay, ooh, that game is pretty cool.
Just wait for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years until the price goes down to less than $10.
Yeah, it might be like $20
on some special sale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading this article about Elden Ring, and supposedly it was leaked. It was a security flaw on the publisher's website led to the early discovery of games like Elden Ring, a Ni no Kuni remaster, and a new entry in the Tales JRPG series. And this is a post by Heather Alexandria on Kotaku. I can't pronounce it.
Kotaku.
Yeah, that one. I can't pronounce shit.
Feels bad.
So there's all these new games coming out. I'm excited to play them. Which ones do y'all think will be the most into? So first off, which ones do you think are gonna be the ones that everyone goes and buys, and then a few days later, so many downloads of it, there's so many like bugs and crashes, and people are like, wait, what the hell?
Day one bugs.
Yeah, the day one bugs. Like, which games do you think are gonna have those?
Wait, what was it?
Which games do you think are gonna have those day one bugs that everyone's gonna be like, what the? This is supposed to be the best game. Why are there all these bugs?
Okay, are we talking bugs or just quality? Because
Which
Fallout 76 it.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Which one do you think will have the same catastrophe as Fallout 76?
Probably all the multiplayer games, most likely.
Wasn't the new Skyrim supposed to be a completely online-based game or something similar to that?
I don't know. What was it called?
I don't remember what the new Skyrim was called.
Elder Scrolls Online?
No, it was
Elder Scrolls Legend?
I don't remember if they actually gave out a name. Give me one.
The leak that they did, the reveal that they did like last E3.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was like Elder Scrolls 6 or something, but I don't really recall. But yeah, they didn't give a release date. They hardly showed anything. All they showed was a big like open world, and it was like you were a plane basically, and you were just like flying over Skyrim is what it looked like. And it was like a 10-second clip, and it was just like Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, so sadly, Bethesda has not done so well with their latest releases, and I think it's taking a toll on them.
Yeah.
But
You got more info for Doom Eternal.
like most games they've released, they have also come back. Because Fallout 4 was a very negative game when it first came out, and then they quickly were like, we're working on it, we're sorry. Here, we can fix it, and it's still a decent game.
Yeah.
Of course, Fallout 76 has issues due to the fact that it's mainly multiplayer, and I think that's where a lot of people had their issues and dislikes, because it was more towards the fact of, why the hell do I have to play an online game when I just want to play by myself?
Not to mention, it just felt like bland. It was like empty almost, and there was like a lot of people had just like got bored like immediately.
They didn't put their normal storylines to it,
Yeah, which that might have been because it's like, hey, this is multiplayer.
you create your own stories.
Yeah.
I mean, and that would be an interesting thing. Like RuneScape. RuneScape was player created markets.
Yeah.
During the Grand Exchanges.
A lot of it early
And-
on was, yeah.
And that was what made it one of the popular games. And it just stuck and it wrote out. If Fallout 76 had a similar community, I think it would have done a lot better. Startup. And it could actually had a prosperous life.
Mhm.
Sadly, it did not. You two are both searching very hard on looking at stuff.
So-
What's coming up?
Right now I'm actually not doing like too much searching. I was actually attempting to host the channel from my own channel,
I see.
but I seem to be having some issues. So
Here, let me see if I can help you with that.
yeah, I don't know what's going on as far as. But yeah, I'm kind of upset that Bethesda didn't like show anything as far as the next Elder Scrolls or the next like real Elder Scrolls game, anyways. Because I'm fairly excited for that, and like every time that I like see Skyrim in like my games or whatever, I see Skyrim in the store. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that kind of sounds fun right now, and then I don't play it. Just because I've basically broke my Skyrim and I've played it so much. So
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where it's if you love it so much, it's great, but then at a certain point, it just goes down.
yeah, you just burn
And
yourself out.
you should be good for hosting.
Okay.
So another thing would be
Okay.
they actually decided to make a new Age of Empires. Age of Empires 4. It's apparently making good progress according to Microsoft, and we'll talk about it in later this year. So what do y'all think is going to be the scenario for Age of Empires 4, since we started off with Age of Empires, which is the old Babylonian days, then Age of Empires 2, which was more of a European, and Age of Empires 3, which was more going from that European to Northern American settlers.
It's been a while since I last played.
It's been a series that you don't think about because you thought, oh, they're never gonna come back.
Yeah.
But they said, and this is a quote says by Xbox Phil Spencer, "We've been incredibly impressed by Relic's capability. So hopefully they'll make it good."
Mm-hmm. I think I've played like 1 or 2 Age of Empires games in the past, and I think they were on PC.
Age of Empires is only on PC. I think this one they're actually going to be playing.
I'm pretty sure this one I think is either on the Switch or
Console.
PS4.
I believe actually it's going to be on Xbox. Xbox and PC, and it's probably going to be cross-platform, hopefully, since that's what
Yeah.
Microsoft's been doing lately.
Mhm.
Now, if they do that, what they truly need to do is work and start working with Sony and cross-platform.
Well, that's the thing, is Sony does not want to do that. Sony's the ones that are kind of uptight about going like cross-platform and stuff.
Which is very interesting because there are rumors that Microsoft and Nintendo are actually talking about co-partnering and making products together.
Cool.
Yes.
That is weird.
That's gonna come up with some interesting products.
Yeah.
I'm,
If it happens.
If it happens, I'm very intrigued about it because I would really love to see what they could do with their capabilities.
Yeah.
Watch,
that's-
everyone's gonna ask for Master Chief and Smash now.
Oh hell yes!
No.
Master Chief. No, screw that. I want Cortana. I want Cortana in Smash. That's what I would love to see.
work.
Or even the Arbiter. The Arbiter
Yeah,
would be boss.
He's already been put in a fighting game. He's been put in Killer Instinct.
I did not know that.
Yeah, which it used to be a Xbox exclusive. It's on PC now as well. But
Well, once Microsoft started doing cross-platforms, he kind of made everything both on both platforms, just so they can widen their community.
Well, hey, what's up?
So
Did you not get Nacho Fries?
They came in the box. It also comes with a case every day.
That does sound good.
And it included logos for $5.
That's not bad.
And a drink.
How's it?
so
Where were
the rumor of
we?
Nintendo and Microsoft working together.
Wild.
But the Age of Empires team, so Age of Empires is coming out with a new game. They're going to be talking about more this year. I'm assuming it'll be a 2020 game coming out.
Probably. I mean,
It looks like they're saying that they're learning and that they are learning a lot and revisiting Age 1 and Age 2. So the first two games they created, it sounds like they're going back and trying to look at them. And now the picture that's here, if I can pull it up, I'm gonna see if I can put it on screen.
oh cool, my friend should be here soon. I think he might be here now.
Just give me a second. And
What's going on? Did you hear anything? We'll have another computer momentarily. If we are too loud, let me know.
Who's coming?
The new guy I wanted to introduce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kind of an awkward time to do it in the middle of a podcast, but it'll be nice.
yes,
to,
very much.
It'll be nice to like hear his opinions and some of the stuff. Plus, he's a very like. I guess it wouldn't be wrong to say he's like good at arguing and stuff. So like,
Debates.
Yeah.
He's a very much a debater.
Yeah. He's a captain.
Don't hate on him.
I'm not hating on Kevin. I'm just saying he's a good debater. We debate about everything.
For some reason, this is not going as well as I hoped.
Okay, bear with us. This is a testing.
Yes, this is very much testing, so please bear with us.
Yeah, he's here. I thought I heard it.
Yes, I heard the truck opening.
Shut up.
Well, no, did you not hear the? Never mind.
Shut up.
Get better hearing. So, Abraham, is there any games that you were intrigued about?
Oh, let me tell you. Well, oh gosh, it was kind of disappointing this year. Everyone said it was disappointing.
Why? Why was it disappointing?
Like, what is it? EA, nothing. Microsoft, everyone said EA, Microsoft had nothing.
I mean, EA. I'm not even sure if they really have a decent. They have a decent even setup right now because like I'm not even sure what they're trying to do because as much as I want them to do well,
Yeah.
like they keep missing the point of how they make a good game now.
Right.
Like they keep going. They keep going into it and. They keep going into it and making games where it's pay to win and not actually storyline.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars Battlefront 2 had a great story and had a great campaign, but the thing is they rushed it.
Yeah.
They didn't rush it. It was
Battlefront
done.
2?
Yes.
That's fair.
If they didn't rush it, they took their time instead of focusing on multiplayer. They could have made it a better storyline and a better game overall, and it would have sold better. It especially didn't help whenever they decide, hey, let's just do this where we put characters in where you pay for it. You have to pay for it. We don't let you unlock them.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was a unwise move.
And sometimes when you do get them, you run out of time before you can actually use them.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of complaints about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront, I believe. I'm not sure about 2. Let's see here. One game that caught my attention was Tales of Arise, which is a brand new Tales game. Finally, we got one.
What does that one?
But we don't have any game. I don't remember that much gameplay from it.
What does that game actually entail? Because I'm not entirely sure.
Basically, the Tales series is is like Final Fantasy, Fire Emblem, very long JRPG series that's been around. I believe Tales of Fantasia was the first one back in 1990 something for the Game Boy Advance, and then we were expecting a brand new Tales game once the Switch was announced. So, but all we saw was a trailer. I believe we didn't. All I got out of the trailer was they upgraded the graphics a lot since PS3 era. I'm not sure about PS4.
Alright, so he went to like B or C to it too. So he's walking back right now.
Okay.
So
Well,
he didn't want to drop.
I'm about to put on what the pictures they have for Age of Empires 4 on the screen.
Okay.
This is what they see. This is what they give us for their image.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like a Conquistador style again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how much different it is from Age of Empires 3, or if it's just gonna be a remaster, but with like versions from 1 and 2 coming back into it.
Yeah, I mean, still pretty early, but also if it's just gonna release in 2020, then.
I mean. We should be doing better with the stream quality.
Should be a little better quality. Still testing though. Hopefully.
Making no promises since it's still the first test, and we did do this almost on a whim of a hat due to the fact that I brought my computer over and we don't really have a real setup yet.
Yeah, and we're still kind of figuring things out. Again, first try, so.
Yes.
And the quality doesn't seem to have changed, but oh well, I guess.
It still hasn't changed?
No. I mean, the quality might have changed, but I still have to run the stream at 1080p, so.
Let me.
It's fine with me.
I mean, yeah, we're not having issues. People with worse internet out in the States. I'm sorry, Kaiser. But he is probably having some issues.
He's probably having some horrible issues right now.
Which you just have to load the picture, so it's not terrible, but
It's still not going to do well for them. So
yeah. Are we still alive?
yes, we're live.
Okay.
You're probably gonna have to give me this later so I can. You know what? If you can't just give me this after we're done, so I can edit it.
If anything,
we'll
we can
do.
upload these to YouTube in lower quality.
Yeah,
That's very true.
Yeah.
So YouTube's always a good option, just to drop in, especially if people can't make it live sometimes.
And that's one thing we'll always do is we'll always have a
Yo, what's up, Hackward?
Hackward. That's one of your buddies, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
That's not.
I'm honestly also not sure if I said the name right. Sorry if I did not say the name right.
It would be really cool if you guys, whenever you guys do show up, if y'all let us know how y'all heard of us, because that way we know where
I'm
our.
posting this on Twitter right now.
Okay. So, welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry
Sorry if the stream's like too high quality, and also we just
Too high quality.
Yeah,
Too high quality.
I've never,
This is fantastic quality. We got.
I've never had to.
Actually, dude.
We
Yeah, try to lower it.
Soundbean.
We
Mash
have
your
a
own.
we have a lot of bread here on our table here.
So,
Um,
one thing for E3 that apparently is very, or not, I don't think E3 actually covered this, but something that the PC Gamer has covered, because it's apparently a very popular event right now, is Sea of Thieves. So apparently, after their big update, which I'm not sure what it was, has now had 2 million players. Now, that may not sound like a lot in gamers' terms, because 2 million people compared to the world, it's not that much.
mhm.
We're talking about, what, 16 something billion? Or something like that, or somewhere around the ballpark. Something billion, right? We're in the billions on the population. 8 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Maybe a couple, maybe a little more than 1 billion.
But, so like, if I'd be very surprised if they had 8 billion players since the big update. That would be a big hit, in my opinion.
PC Gaming just blew up my head. I got no notes on that.
Yeah, I missed some of it, but I still haven't watched all of E3, so I'll be a little hazy on information and stuff. But I also have articles up here, so
Yeah, E3 was not a very good streaming time for me because I was never around because of work, and so I never actually got a chance to sit down and watch because I had to work, and I'm just like, oh god, I want to do this.
Also, for some people who can't read the chat, if you're just tuning into the audio only right now, we just took a short intermission from our previous stream. We're talking about some of the E3 games, some of the more new releases and like new updates in the gaming news and stuff. So you said there was a new like update stuff for Sea of Thieves?
Yes, there is. So Sea of Thieves Anniversary Update, which primarily added a new lore-based series of quests, fishing, and the PvP-focused arena mode.
You can't have a game without fishing nowadays. It's 2019.
It's 2019, you gotta have fishing simulator. Of course, you also can't have player versus player. I mean, what's no fun? You can't go around and kill your fellow humans
Or your friends?
or your friends. I mean, especially friends. I always feel
I
like,
kill my friends all the time.
hey, I know we're friends and all, but I'm gonna steal your shit. So go yourself. Like, hey, is that not what we want to say to people?
Yeah. Like, also you can't have like games anymore without like voice chat or something.
I mean, I will say the voice chat is an amazing add-on that
Mm-hmm.
I want a lot more. Now, I wonder if
But it's rough for little kids whenever you can't get like some sort of like
Yes.
information, because then you almost limit your game release to like, hey, well this is open mic and stuff, so anybody can say anything to your little kid. And I know some
that
parents
is very true. And I know, especially in the gamer area, community, we are usually, most of
a
us
little more open with our language.
are very open and a little bit more toxic.
Xbox 360.
No, not me, but yeah.
Now, not everyone's toxic, but like, it's still toxic.
Yeah, and plus, whenever you get like frustrated or some people get like angry, you know that stuff's gonna happen. Yeah, the Nintendo pulled some stuff at E3. They were probably one of the better ones, apart from honestly, Microsoft didn't have that bad of a E3 time either. Not to mention, I think they actually talked about the next Xbox some, and I think they even said it was a 2020 release, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't finish the Microsoft presentation or conference.
I have not really watched many of them.
Mm-hmm.
The one I did keep up with was Bethesda, which we already talked about. And EA is just... They're going everywhere now.
EA is a trip.
It's been dying for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, they made a good game, Apex Legends, but they, as far as like the team that they had working on it, which is Respawn, it's still been kind of a trip as far as like development and work and progress on that game goes. But which with their money and how much money they have to staff from everybody, I'm surprised that they have such a small team on a lot of their games.
I'm really curious how long EA will keep the rights to their Star Wars, especially with Disney having rights to the movie.
Yeah.
And because I feel like Disney's gonna start buying into the video game industry, especially since they're now making their private host streaming service for movies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And all the series they're making for, especially Marvel series that they're making, is going to be exclusive on their sites.
Yeah.
Which I'm really curious how that's going to go and take the public.
Disney has like everything now.
They do.
Disney is
They have their fingers in everything.
Yes,
Speaking
and
of Disney-
we diverge.
Speaking of Disney, that new Marvel game, the Avengers game as well.
Yes, we do have the new Marvel game coming out. And actually, apparently, I don't think they released a name for it yet. I'm not sure.
I forgot.
But
What was it?
Alliance 3 Marvel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And a lot of people are actually hyped for it.
there's actually a lot of people. No, not really. Actually, a lot of people are more.
Was it? I
They're
think it was
not
a different one then.
They're not liking the artwork, the styles of some of these characters they're disagreeing with.
There's
Marvel's
one
the
Marvel
Avengers.
game.
That was it. Marvel's Avengers.
I want to say that they like showed some sort of other like Spider-Man game or something. I think it was like a Spider-Verse game, which is weird. But I'm pretty sure that there was something that people were hyped about from Marvel. Is the mic good?
Just moving it, see if we can get better, because it sounds a little bit echoey apparently.
Oh.
Right now it's a bit.
That should be on your side.
It would be. I think it was because I had my personal microphone right here and it's so
Oh, okay,
close,
so
and I'm
it's-
talking a little bit
okay.
louder,
Okay.
so it sounds a little echoey. So we have. Where were we at? We were talking about Marvel
Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
And stuff.
and their new game. Marvel.
When's Marvel?
Well, apparently we got 2
Sounds good,
months.
Blackhawk.
We got 2 months until Evo, and since Marvel has X-Men and Fantastic Four now, we might get another Marvel game at Evo. They're just saving it for Evo, nothing for E3. So there's that.
Now it's fixed. Like, sorry I haven't been talking. Like, I've been trying just to fix my Twitter. Because for whatever reason, my Twitter decided to take a dump on itself, and
It's
it's
just
just not
Marvel's
working.
Avengers.
Alright.
Weird.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Doom Eternal.
So
Yes.
That's what I want to hit.
I'm definitely sorry for the keyboard sounds. We were doing research while we're doing this, and
is it that loud?
yeah.
Research midstream.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Here, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't catch up, and don't worry about the music, or anything in the background.
Let us know if the voice quality is still like fine and loud enough, possibly. Okay, are we good?
Stop
Look,
hitting your
I'm
keyboard.
sorry, dude. I have heavy fingers.
Type later, my dude. You're good, but.
Stop.
Do you need a metallic keyboard?
I need like a plastic. I mean, it is plastic. I need like a paper keyboard.
Paper keyboard.
So are we good?
So far so well. These are just issues that my own personal Discord that I'm in is letting me know about.
Yeah. We are watching the stream chat as well, so if you ever do want to say anything or like something comes up and kind of an issue, just pop in the stream chat.
Ask questions.
Yeah. Also ask questions if you want to.
Interaction.
Yes.
But Doom Eternal, goodness.
That's just a remake of Doom 2, right? It's supposed to be, right?
I think.
I
But
remember
from what
they
I
announced
heard-
it like last E3.
Did they?
Either it was last E3 or it was during QuakeCon.
Huh.
I'm looking to see if it's.
Initial release is November 22nd.
Yeah, last year.
That's not bad.
No, I saw that come out, and I love Doom. I love the Doom
Mhm.
they just came out with.
That was a good game. I
It
was
was.
playing it for free, actually, at a what we call the Nex, which is a supermarket, pretty much, somewhat what our Walmart is.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and I was enjoying. Now my thing is, I enjoy just running up and
Killing shit.
killing shit
Yeah.
because
Blowing.
yeah.
Blowing
Bless
stuff
some
up.
demons and words.
Yeah.
But
It's
it was so fun because I was just able to pretty much incinerate them.
Mhm.
And like especially with like chainsaws and like ripping
Yeah.
them in half and all, I'm just like, this is the gore of a game I love.
It's such a pleasing game to just like kill shit in. Like,
It is.
It's
it very
there's
much
nothing
is.
Like there's nothing it just does like. I mean, it obviously it does have like its special things that it just does like well, like said stuff, just running up and killing shit, and like the weapon. I'm pretty sure the weapon diversity on it is like very nice.
It's a very nice weapon diversity. Oh, by the way, to answer your question earlier about if it's just a copy, it's a direct sequel to Doom, like the last Doom.
Okay, so just straight up, not
Yeah,
even
it's
a
just-
remake.
No, it's just, it says developed by, at least according to Bethesda, developed by ID Software, Doom Eternal is the direct sequel to Doom.
Nice.
So
So just straight
It's
up,
just-
another
so see-
Doom game.
I'm
Cool.
honestly hyped for it. I can't wait to see it. I wonder if they go just as hard with just the nonsense gore they had going.
Kaiser, I'm just gonna say Doom is not GOAT.
Okay, look, Doom is pretty
Oh,
good.
Sam
I'm not gonna
Kaiser's
lie.
here.
Yes, that is Kaiser.
Plus, Doom's been around since what the 80s? I wanna say?
Doom's been around for a while.
It's been around for a long time because it used. I think it used to have like arcade stuff. I'm pretty sure they used to have like arcade cabinets and stuff.
They did.
Just
Soundtrack is tough.
it's the first Doom game was released in 1993.
Okay,
Apparently.
so it's been since the 90s then.
Yeah,
Early 90s.
It was
which is not bad.
which was it was a year after Wolfenstein 3D.
Wolfenstein. That's a great game. That's a game to talk about.
Yes, this was of course the arcade version of it. The newer versions
PC
have
only.
been very fun.
Oh really? I could have sworn they had like. a
1993. Yes, thank
Yep.
you, Blackhawk.
Nice.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I bro, it's fine. It's not that serious.
Having some awkward moments. over
Yes,
here on
very
the
much.
side.
So it does look like this year we'll be having a great selection of video games coming
Mhm.
out.
Or at least just releases or reveals in general.
Yes.
It's
And-
felt like it's been a minute.
There's actually stepping away from E3. I'm not sure if you guys know what Arma 3 is.
Yes.
Arma 3 actually came out with a new DLC they're coming out with, which is First Contact, which is now bringing an alien setting into Arma 3.
So I've not heard about that.
This is only came out within the previous month.
Okay.
It's actually very an intriguing idea that I've never thought Arma was gonna actually do.
I had no idea.
Okay, so it's a DLC like expansion thing?
Yes, it's called
Okay.
Arma 3 Contact.
Kind of looking at it right now.
It's gonna be key features will be single player campaign, 163 kilometer square terrain, 2 new factions,
Whoa.
Levion Defense Force and Russian Spetsnaz. I'm totally mispronouncing the Defense Force because I can't speak English for some odd reason. Even though it's my first language. You got 5 new weapons: the Promet assault rifle, RPK-12, light machine gun, AKU-12 carbine, MK-14 classic hunting rifle, and the causeless shotgun. I know I'm missing that one.
It looks
What's the shotgun?
pretty good.
Oh no, I have no idea. I couldn't tell
It
you.
looks like high quality.
Then you have 2 new vehicles:
Can you go ahead
an
and-
ED1
You guys
Mini.
can use my mic, and I'll just come over to Mark's house tomorrow and pick it up.
Okay, that's
Sounds
fine. I'll be here all day.
Then you have ED1 Mini UGV, multi-variants, and a tractor.
That's.
Then you have new gear, plenty of multiplayer scenarios, and free
that
bonus.
transition was flawless at the E3 stage, where they open up the floor and the smoke came out and the camera pans down and then it just transitions into gameplay.
Yes,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
very true.
Yes.
And then they have free
Thank you,
bonus
Ryan.
content along with the Arma 3 Contact.
So I don't think I've played Arma before. I know of it. So
Arma
what's it
thr-
about?
So Arma 3 is another military simulation game. It's
Okay.
very, very buggy. Always has been, always will be, but it's one of those buggy games that you can always make a laugh out of.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, yes.
I've definitely been playing, or I haven't been playing, because I've always been in the wrong place, wrong time, or had to download it or something on a new computer. But I have a group that I play with that have been playing it recently, and from the stuff I've been hearing about and just hopping in from the voice chats from time to time, it sounds entertaining. And if you want to see what it can be, I would say go look at Sorensic Steel. He does an Star Wars 501st Battalion RPs with them and scenarios.
Okay.
But then you have Soviet Womble,
Yes.
who does it a few years ago, and he's been coming from back and forth with it recently, and it's just
Is bull series.
yes, ZF zero. He has a ZF clan, which is zero fucks given,
Okay.
and they just fuck around in it, and it's hilarious.
They do a lot of funny stuff. over there.
But it's very intriguing. It's great, and it's
Okay. So on another note,
just okay.
one of the newer games coming out that is not really, I guess doesn't have that big of a genre is Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I'm not familiar.
So, it's kind of weird, but everyone's really hyped for it. It's kind of an open world game, and if I remember right, you're like trying to understand like what humanity is like going through right now or something. I'm pretty sure Kaiser is really excited for it, and if
Kaiser is very excited for a game called Tales of Arise. I have not heard of this
okay,
one.
what's this weeb shit? I know it's gonna be some weeb shit.
I have not heard of this
I
one.
think I saw that when I was looking through games that were coming out.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it's very much.
Yeah.
The newest 50-hour cutscene from Kojima. I'm totally
Oh.
pronouncing that.
Oh, yeah. So that's
Well,
what Death Stranding is.
And one of my guys is saying it's lots of tactical ladders.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember like seeing the trailer or something, and it's like you're climbing like through mountains and shit. Like you're just putting these ladders here, and you're just
It's launches on Xbox One and PS4 in 2020, supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good, but
I think we can definitely keep an eye on it and go from there.
Yeah. As far as like the content of it, it's just like
It's just
weird
there.
and new.
It's just there. It looks like it's just gonna be an interesting
It's-
game. That
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
yes.
So I did not see any of this. I imagine you have because I imagine that you've played it. You being a big Xbox person, Halo Infinite.
So I did look into Halo Infinite. My friend actually showed me the trailer to it last night, and the guy in the trailer I feel like is gonna die. Just heads up. The way
Wouldn't doubt it.
the way he acts when he sees Master Chief just seems like he's gonna get himself killed.
Probably.
I'm just saying he seems like a coward. But I'm intrigued where the storyline's going. I personally lost interest in Halo after Halo Reach and Halo 4 because the storyline, I thought they really went downhill with it.
I thought Halo Reach was a good game.
No,
Like,
no, no.
I mean, the story was good for
Not
it.
Halo Reach. I'm saying after them.
Okay,
Like
okay,
Halo.
you had
Like
all sorts of
the
bad
trans.
shadows, like-
I should
Clarify.
clarify.
Yeah.
The
A lot of
transition
people like
between Halo 4 to Halo 5, I lost interest because the way they turned Chief and Cortana as villains. Now I did see that coming, and I understood
Yeah.
where that was coming from. I'm like, okay, I understand. Like that's where it's gonna go, but just how much they push for it, and especially since they took away the co-op play, the local play, and
It was
everything
so-
about that. That's what Halo's based off of, is the able to come together in a single room and just play as a group of friends, and having that one friend who loves to just fucking scream peek and you all say fuck you.
I remember I played Halo 3. It was when my introduction was Halo 1. My brother left it there and I started playing it. I never got to Halo 2, but Halo 3 is when my first multiplayer experience started happening.
So I played Halo 1 and Halo 2 growing up, and then we bought, since my dad got into Halo 3, we pre-purchased it before we moved overseas. And so that was one of the great series we had for our Xboxes, and it was a great way for us to connect to our friends back home via Xbox Live. And that was one of my friend's first Halo games. He never actually played the original ones until Master Chief Collection came out.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
that's another thing I'm actually waiting for. I'm hoping Master Chief Collection won't be as bad when it comes to PC. Because it is coming to PC, and I can't wait to make videos and just a lot of good memories with the group of friends I've made online, where we just go around, pick up a game, let's go, and see what happens.
I don't know. I can't do that anymore. All my friends that I used to play Halo with is just basically everyone's just kind of dispersed for the most part.
Well, luckily, I found a great group where we play games like Squad, Arma, Feed the Beast, Minecraft, to downright anything else. Like, we just have all these games. We have a thing in our Discord where it's pretty much a tag, and we have CK2 tags, Empire Total War tags, and so forth. So if you ever want to play a game, you just ping that tag, and anyone that has that tag will see it, and you can hop in with you. Eve and Squad are probably the two biggest tags we have.
I'm a big strategy game guy.
Okay.
And so my group, I really didn't find my group until I was playing, this is funny enough, I was playing Halo Wars, the first one. Not many people, you either loved it or you hated it.
Yeah, that's very true. I personally disliked it, but I did like a game called End War by Tom Clancy.
Ooh,
It was
that
very
wasn't
similar.
bad. Yeah.
Now, one thing I found interesting about that game was the voice to talk, where you could actually command your troops via microphone. Now, I was like, why the do we have this technology? Yeah, we can't use it in any other game.
Mm-hmm.
Like Skyrim, if you had the option to actually talk using the microphone, if you wanted to start conversations with NPCs, or even with Fallout, that would have been beautiful, and that would have done so much. Now, there would be so many bugs with it, yes, I know.
And as far as like coding that goes, that has to just be like incredibly difficult. Like I can imagine something like a huge open world and like with so many NPCs coding something.
I say you want to talk to one guy, but instead the guy that's just started walking beside you, you turn to him. You know, kind of thing.
Skyrim was already buggy enough with chat.
It is. And Kaiser, yes, it was trippy, but at the same time, it was a good feeling of trippy due to the fact that it was, you could literally say, Unit 1 and Unit 5 move to Foxtrot, or Unit 6 attack Unit 7.
So is that like more of a set voice chat? Like you would like only these
It was
voice
a
commands would work.
It was only a certain set of voice commands, because yes, everybody wants to rule the world intensifies, but it was only a set command because all it was you were playing as this commander overseeing a battlefield, and so you were telling units to move everywhere, and you're trying to conquer these points, Alpha, Lima, Foxtrot, these links, and
I have a
then each
question for
links
you.
could help you. What?
Was End Wars? Oh my lord! I think I know what one you're talking about. Could you remind me what End Wars was, so I make sure I'm thinking about the same game? Wasn't it
It was
like the campaign of it?
the campaign was based on. And I'll pull up a screenshot of End War. I'll pull up the typical front screen page of it. I could not think of that word to save the life of me. I don't know why. And yes, so much. It was based on the U.S.,
It is
Europe, and Russia starting World War III.
Yeah, I would say, wasn't it like Russia going and invading San Francisco? I think is where they started.
Well, there
right?
was it started off with no one knowing
Is it actually doing?
who's actually fighting, but they're causing all this conflict.
I remember I actually quite enjoyed watching the campaign of that because I remember I never had a good PC growing up, and so
this game. That's
Yes.
Yes, this
it was
was
a very good game.
Okay, okay.
so it was Rose. It was confirmed that the Russians were invading the JFK launch facilities and so forth to start off the campaigns, or was that something else?
I remember that. It was a very good game. Very good game.
Man, this game's really fucking old, right?
This
You-
game
you feel
came
old
out
yet?
Xbox 360.
Bro, I feel so old, dude. I feel
I
like
didn't know it was
I'm
out for Xbox
fucking
360. Really? I might actually be thinking of a whole different game.
Yes, this was a great game, and they actually had, and Tom Clancy was probably one of the best, gaming
40.
productions I loved back in the day, with Ghost Recon, Ghost Recon 2, End War. Then you had Tom Clancy's, I believe it was Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, or am I mistaken that?
For which one?
Splinter Cell, was that Tom Clancy?
I think so.
Yeah.
sounds
yeah,
right.
I'm pretty sure.
It sounds right, at least.
Yes, it was also Tom Clancy, but it was an Xbox. Like, they were Xbox games, Xbox 360 games. Like, Tom Clancy just had so many good games, and Rainbow Six as well. Yes, that's a great.
yeah.
That's a great point.
Yes.
Rainbow Six Siege
Very good game.
is still a very popular game.
I mean, that's because it has a competitive scene.
I mean,
And it's still getting more characters and
It
new
is,
places,
and-
new locations.
It's like Overwatch.
and also it's adding with each new characters since they come out with like during events and stuff, they usually do like a campaign event
Yeah,
or co-op, almost like a terrorist hunt mission.
I think that's what it is, isn't it? For the most part.
I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I played.
Yes, I used to play a lot, but I mean, like I still play occasionally. I drop on there. But also a fun game that's actually, I know I'm going off topic with this, but a game that's getting a sequel, which is Chivalry 2.
Chivalry.
You know what? Never know what the-
Chivalry?
Yeah, Chivalry's getting another one.
See, okay, so Chivalry I enjoyed, but there's another game that
Yes, there is, and but I mean, Chivalry 2 just got announced as soon as they released the new game.
the game that's already released, which is a better version of Chivalry, in my opinion, is Mordor,
Mordheim.
Fucking epic.
Mordor, or however you pronounce
Mordheim, I
it.
think.
Uh,
Oh god, we're flopping right here on the
yes,
name.
I can't think of the name.
Quick, change topic.
But no, I'm just saying, like, Chivalry 2 just got announced as I think like a couple months after they released
Mordhau.
it. Mordhau. I'm pretty sure.
Mordhau.
Mordhau. Yeah, it is. I haven't seen any gameplay with it.
It's a fun game. I actually have it myself. And oh man, I definitely Mordhau. Yes.
Chet's MVP here.
I know, but
Yes, they're my Discord as well.
All I'm saying, like, I just saw that announcement. It was just kind of funny how they announced it a little bit after Mordhau got released. And my friend plays it.
So this is the picture of one of the front pictures for it coming up on screen now. So my favorite thing is, especially with going with a great axe and just decapitating so many people. That's just, and then even after they fall down, you can delimber them, decapitate them still, and it's just so much blood and gore. It's so great.
Do you know if this is on Unreal Engine 3 or Unreal Engine 4?
I believe it's Unreal Engine 4.
Okay, good.
It looks like
Because they've
Good.
updated it because this was supposed to be do y'all remember the game War of the Roses?
Yes, actually.
This is the game that pretty much replaces it. This is the modern version of War of the Roses.
Actually, I could see that, actually.
So, and there's some great game modes in here. You got your conquest. I'm not sure if you would call it conquest, but like pretty much your tug of war game mode where you're fighting over points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Then you have your just deathmatch, team deathmatch, and then you have a horde mode where you are with this group of people and you don't really get points so you can go around buy a little armors and stuff, but you have to fight and survive all the hordes that come out and
kind of like
attack you.
oh god, what's it called? Gears of War and their horde modes.
yes, something similar to that. Sadly, with this horde mode, it only lasts for so long. I think only goes up to like wave 15
Yeah.
or so. Which, if they could do it longer or have a limit you could add, that'd be amazing.
Oh, you never know. But for the most part, like, I just saw Chivalry 2 and I was like, oh, hey, look at there. Apparently they're supposed to have like 64-person battles and stuff like that going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
wild.
I mean, yeah, that's 32 people.
Okay.
Freaking thing, all swinging at each other.
So I kind of want to take a drastic turn here.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Go for it.
So graphically, this would be a huge turn. Just like a complete there's not this many degrees in a circle, but it's gonna be like a 490 or something.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Fallout Boys, or I think it was Fall Boys or something.
The band?
No.
The band, or what do you?
Fucking
What are you talking
The
about?
Pit Boy?
It's that new fuck, my PC died.
Fallout game.
No, I think I just said Fallout on a whim for some reason.
Is it a zombie game?
No. It's a new kind of Royale game, but it's not like a shooter or anything. It was released in the E3. I think it was on Microsoft's side. Maybe.
Realm Royale?
Hold on, let me see it real quick. It's got a super like cartoonish style. That's not it.
I'm looking at new Royale games from E3. There is 2019, which is Mavericks Proving Grounds.
No. I'm sorry, guys.
Is it Brawl Stars?
Winter Fallout. Oh, Fallout 76 is about
Oh yeah, Fallout 76 they get a battle royale.
Oh, Fall Guys. Is that
Fall
what you're
Guys.
talking
Fall Guys.
about?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Fall Guys.
I've never seen this before, but I'm gonna.
So it's just Fall Guys?
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna pop this trailer right now.
It just got announced. It just got announced at E3, I believe.
Let me just.
It's. It looks like a new party game almost, but it's like a Royale type of thing. Basically, from what it seemed in the trailer, it was almost like a parkour thing, trying to get through the maps and stuff, and you were trying to be the last one standing, essentially, or the first one to get to the
Coming up on screen now.
checkpoint.
What kind of nonsense is this?
It looks so weird, but it looks fun as
I have
fuck.
no idea what this is gonna be like.
It's just a racing parkour game, as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm. But also kind of a Royale thing.
It's a last survivor type style.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, I do recommend watching the trailer for it. It looks really fun. And it looks like a really cool party game to me.
I think yeah,
Almost as fun as Jackbox games.
Probably like on that level, if not more. And it looks like
Jackbox can get
Jackbox
can get really out there.
Tell you.
Especially depending on which group of people you're playing with.
this is true.
Due to the fact and how much secrets they know about you. Because that can be very
Revealing.
Yes. I've had those times and I hate my friends for the names they put on that game.
Same.
I wish I could just... Ugh.
But
anyways, it's still a fun game.
This game
Yeah.
looks like it's on all the nonsense, and I am
All
definitely-
about that.
I am all here for this. I am here for this.
it looks like a game in which you can just fuck over your friends like even more, and that is a game those are the games I just love. Like if we go back and play the
Okay,
older Mario Party,
it's called Ultimate Knockout. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
yeah.
Okay.
2020 PS4 and PC. Sadly,
No Xbox.
I mean,
sad face.
quote unquote, sadly, I'm fine because I fucking hoard all the consoles.
Oh, I should mention, since we are doing game news and
Baldur's
stuff,
Gate.
Minecraft has actually got a decent update now.
So
They-
let me talk about that
Well,
because
I'm-
you say it's decent, and I'm not disagreeing with you. It's a nice update, but on the
Anything after the word "but" does
Yeah,
not
so
mean
I'm
anything.
curious, what's this but about?
So about the update. Now the update's nice. It introduced a lot of nice like graphical things as well as just like
New
quality of life
mod-
updates
mobs?
and stuff as well. But the problem with it is it's introduced so many new bugs and the amount of content that they've introduced.
What have they released on PS4? Because clearly that's what you're complaining
No,
about.
they're actually caught up now. I'm quite sure that they're actually caught up with PC now. I'm pretty
I know
sure.
Xbox and PC are on the same level because they are cross
Yeah,
platform.
yeah, no, they're up to date then, because I actually remember that.
Are they actually about to be doing cross platforms with them?
I'm not sure about that.
Because if that's the case, we need to start making these servers and everything else. I mean, I don't know about you, but I
I was
want
about to say if everything's
Yeah,
cross-platform
same.
at this point,
to kill y'all in my traps. Just saying. So
Yeah.
good luck.
Oh, I want to have fun. That was actually one of the game modes I did on one of my Minecraft streams. Was or actually, I'm not sure if I streamed it, but basically we did a kind of a battle royale. Basically, what we did was it was like a last man standing, but we gave everyone like a 10-minute start.
So it's
No
pretty
maps.
much build a base and you.
Yeah, no maps. Basically, you have like 10 to 15 minutes to gear up, and basically the last person that was standing won. And
Fair enough.
it was pretty fun, and it was almost a mix in between camping. How indestructible could you make yourself within for like 15 minutes, and like, oh yeah, I'm under like a lake of lava, and now I have all these redstone traps, and it got kind of crazy. But the update, anyways.
I mean, because the update has now introduced pillagers
Yep.
and raiders.
Yep.
Now, I'm not sure if you've actually seen it, what a pillager looks like.
I don't believe.
I did not think that that's what it was going to be, but actually, because it's Pillager's Beast,
As far as the
and it's called a Ravager. A
Okay.
Ravager is a serious
Good.
creature that just seems like it's going to be a wrecking ball. Now,
I'll eat any like leftovers.
what kind of?
The fries were good, right?
It looks like you can ride this thing.
it looks like it, but it also tears up the ground around it. Like it will actually knock up the grass blocks, not the grass blocks, but like the grass in general.
This thing kind of looks like slight nightmare fuel.
It definitely looks terrifying. I will say that. And then they also introduced crossbows that you can do.
I did
Oh,
see
yeah.
that.
So
I don't think that update has hit PS4 yet, but the previous update.
No. you can now create crossbows, shields, a few horse armors. You can now disenchant items for XP. You can use grindstones. You can now use a loom. And a few other blocks that I'm probably forgetting because my mind is
Who knows?
holds so much. But this update itself is just an interesting one because it now actually gives an aspect, because it also, yes, crossbows are great, Kaiser, but it also gives the fact that depending on how well you're liked inside a village, will depends on what type of trades and how much discounts you can get off of them. So the more you work with them, the more likely you get better deals, and the more you are hated by them, the more likely you get shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you actually attack a raider's outpost and kill their banner, their leader, which has a massive banner behind their back, you actually can get hated by them, because until then you're neutral. Well, you're not neutral. They're aggressive to you, but they won't
go out of their way.
They won't go out of their way to attack your villages that you're staying in. But if you attack them and kill their people, it can cause a raid, because you're inside a village, and it can cause a raid. Now, something else that's interesting is they added wandering caravans where you can NPCs can trade with you.
Okay, yeah, this is the same update then.
Yeah. And not only that, these raiders have patrols. They actually have patrols out there, so it's not as lifeless during the day, and you're not only just worrying about creepers coming up from behind and killing your ass.
You gotta work for like a group of guys just coming over and mugging you right there in the middle of the broad daylight.
So on this update, I'm not sure if it's the same thing on PC, because I know PCs can vary as far as like how much they can practically run, but on PS4 side of things, and quite possibly Xbox as well, the new update that we have had, basically once you get outside of like a map's worth of range from the spawn point, the game starts having some pretty bad crashing and freezing issues, which it's like, it gets really bad. And if you don't have like autosave on or something like that, then it starts to get to the point where it's like, well, fuck, I just did all this, and the game just crashed. But
I haven't played for about a month now, so I have no idea.
So
yeah, almost same.
SD Squad 6 brought to my attention that...
What's up, Sam?
Yes, hi Sam. Crossbows were actually apparently released back in October. As I said, I've been going, so all the updates are new to me, at least, for the most part. Now, if y'all have any questions about us or the group or anything, you're more welcome to ask chat while we're discussing, if you want to know more, as we continue talking about different topics.
It is also getting somewhat kind of late, so I imagine we won't hit too many more games.
No, we probably have one or two more games before we call it a night.
Let alone we've covered
A lot.
I think some of the
Bigger ones.
bigger games, which is kind of the goal here. And if we make this like a once a week thing, then we can cover games that we missed this week.
And not only that, we can change the topics of the podcast.
We can even cover like some of the older games and stuff, or like
Older
underrated
games,
older games, or games
shows.
that don't get played that much anymore.
Speaking of underrated games, Baldur's Gate is getting a third installation.
Yes,
Yeah,
I saw that. Baldur's Gate's actually getting a new update.
Which
It's
one
getting
is
it's
that?
Baldur's Gate 3.
It is a
It's
better version of D&D.
Now I have to contest that.
I mean, okay.
I mean, if you're talking about online stuff, yes.
It's
obviously.
yes, it's a better playable game that's not requiring
pen
and paper.
I loved.
Of course, D&D you cannot be on outside pen and paper. Pen and paper D&D is the best if you have the right people.
Of course, it requires the right
I
group.
mean, I feel like that can almost go with any game. at this
Which we still have my quest. Y'all still have to finish.
point. Yeah.
Wait,
We'll finish it
Wait,
at
you're
some
playing
point.
D&D?
Oh,
Way
yeah.
back when.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Lord.
the story about us in our group, we have like 4 or 5 unfinished D&D sessions.
Oh my.
Right
And
now,
it's just the worst because
so-
we keep getting a new one and we're like, yeah, let's play that one, and then we forget
So-
about it.
the storyline of what in my session that they had was, and the main reason we were stopping
Oh,
for a
is this the
bit.
one where I was the shovel? The
Yes, you were the Shovel Knight. so we
I
had,
actually became
so we
Shovel
had a Shovel Knight who pissed off these Ents because he was digging in their area, and one of the guys, Christian, his character was just in the middle of the campfire cooking, and he sees his character, Mark's character, just running around getting chased by these guys,
and Christian's just sitting there flipping, doing all these skills, see if you can skill checks these flips and stuff to make pancakes and stuff and eggs. And he gives he doesn't give a about Mark.
That's tough. That's what that was. That's what he said to you. Just like, yeah, that's tough.
But the place that we stopped was Christian had found a cave full of cloud giants and goblins, which he hired and now is in debt. And if he doesn't conquer France, the French Empire, he'll definitely lose them. But he's also the son and heir to the French Empire.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, I need you to stop right there. 'Cause you got me confused when you said French. I was like, what?
And so
where's
the world
the setting?
So the setting is a European map. You have England, France, Spain, Austria, Italy, the Germanic tribes, and the Viking tribes up in Norway.
Okay.
And then you have a Norway or no man's land out west where Ukraine would be. Now down south in Italy and stuff are roamed by Austria and Italy. Austria and Italy are roamed by orcs, and that's where they're currently at.
Okay. I was all sorts of confused when you said if you started bringing actual countries in here.
Yes, and Druids are very much a hated race by the French Empire, the France area, due to the fact of personal issues with the father, the king.
Oh yeah, and if I remember right, what we did in this D&D session was a take on the anime No Game No Life.
Yes, yes, they are definitely. Well, no, they're not a part of it. They're definitely.
They're like one of the future things that we might possibly encounter.
Oh no, they're not possibly. They're definitely going to be an encounter. Right. It's how y'all encounter them. We'll tell how the future turns out.
Also, because we're not going to do this because we will lose.
Because the way they have set up is, Shiro and Soma. It is Soma, right?
I believe so.
Wait, what?
Sora. Shiro and Sora are the rulers of the Great Britain area. And so they're the most industrial area and out of the whole country. Everything else is more medievalized. And so they've been making pacts and all this stuff. Similar, and France is the only other one that's somewhat industrialized because France and England have always had a relationship. So,
I mean,
it was a medieval fantasy of that era, but with a little bit of steampunk going through it.
I got you. I say most of our games, whenever it comes to D&D, we have a great DM, Jim. I love him to death. He wanted to do a bunch of one-shots while we were trying to figure out what was going on. And we played two different types. We play a Warhammer 40k, we play their system, and then which has multiple systems. We play the Wrath and Glory system, and then we play a D&D. And so he's doing a bunch of one-shots, basically like a mercenary group, and me and my friend decided, you know what, we didn't intentionally do this, but we unintentionally made Goliath wrestlers. Basically think WWE, just with being able to, what is it called? Suplex dragons.
Ah, yes. Speaking of dragons, they actually have a wyvern's egg that they're going to try to train.
Oh, yeah.
Which they also probably are about to piss off a orc warlord that's known to conquer the rest of the orc tribes and is known as the evil character of the story so far.
A little off topic.
Yeah, no, because it's games. It's games.
It's just
not popular games.
It's not video games.
Yes.
Carrying on for a little while, anyways.
Well, technically, if you want to talk about new games, if we're just talking about generally, if we're talking about pen and paper, then Wrath and Glory is the new one. But
also, can we talk about Borderlands 3?
Oh,
holy!
Are they really coming out with the Borderlands?
Yes.
I did not know that. That is
I've
news.
heard
Hello?
I have not been on. I will say.
Are you?
No.
Are you even a person
the
right
place
now?
I'm staying at right now has lost internet since last week. I even told you this.
It's not released in the past week. It's released in the past 4 or 5 months.
I was not
released.
I was
revealed,
not
sorry.
paying attention back in Pensacola. I was having my own
fair, I guess.
entertainment
Yeah. I mean,
going
fair.
on.
But on that topic, Borderlands 3, that is some hype shit that I am hella looking forward to.
I am here for this. I am here for that. Honestly, I love Borderlands.
Borderlands
Not
has
to mention,
they have definitely made a great series for themselves.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
So, Borderlands 2 also within, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, or no, within the past week anyways, they have now released a new DLC. It is free currently. I do recommend grabbing that. Not a sponsor or anything, I just like Borderlands. There's now a free DLC for Borderlands 2 that now apparently ties Borderlands 2 to what Borderlands 3 will be, which is really good.
It's a fat bet.
Yeah, and me and a couple friends probably on the stream right now, watching the stream, plan to play that pretty soon. Get a group going, play that pretty soon. See what's up.
Sounds good.
So,
Um,
but yeah, hype.
yeah, League of Legends is actually about to start their
Oh no.
new season.
Oh, please. No.
Mm.
I love it, but no.
Their
That's a solid
competitions.
Sorry.
They have been playing their leagues recently, but at the same time, they've also opened up to more new leagues where everyone's invited for every level, and so they're trying to find that. Now, when you look into esports, in my opinion, it's especially since I've talked with one of our friends that has graduated from the area we're at, Nighty, as we known him as.
That's right. That's been a while.
He was a esports person. He played for
Overwatch.
He played for Overwatch on the team, and he was a coach for Hearthstone. So he was able to inform me on what was going on with it, because I was trying to get into the leagues and stuff like that, and then he was talking about how it was starting to decline, how it's become a salary job and stuff like this, and it just, they lost interest in it. Now I know it's a lot of fun still to go out there and watch it, but to become a player for a team has seemed, I mean, yes, you still have the hype of like, hey, I'm on the team, I'm playing for keeps, I'm playing for the tournament, but when it comes to a paycheck wise, it's one of those, is it really worth it? Because you're limited on how much you can show you playing, you're limited to how much you can play, you're limited to so much stuff when it comes to the gameplay. Due to the fact they don't want you to overuse your skills, become like wary of it, start disliking it, and so forth. So it's just one of those things where it's like, is it really worth this to continue trying to get into the esports gaming industry unless a new league opens up that comes back with the old style payments where here's the prize money. First place gets so much, the first place team gets so much, second place team gets so much, and so on and so forth. And if you get so far losing, you gave it your shot. Thank you for the commissions. Come back again next year. Come back with a good team and try your luck again. Because back then was, if you're the best, you're the best. It still is now, but you don't get the same prize. In my opinion, that is. Now, y'all can be completely against it, agreed with it. It's up to y'all. I'm not sure how much y'all have looked into it.
I mean, I like that kind of way where you go in there with basically a group of friends just to try. You know what I mean? Just to go for the tournament. Maybe that's just more of like an amateur thing to do, but in Pro League, I understand that you want to get paid to do that, but it also seems like, to me, I agree with you on one thing. It seems like it would kill the game for you. Because you can't do what you like to do.
And then you start getting like more frustrated because it's like you have expectations and you need to hit them now. And it's like there's more pressure on your shoulders, I guess. But we are getting like hella off topic with that.
I mean, that's game topic. That's game news in general, because
but not new release games.
well, no,
Like new game news.
but
It's still a game.
It's
topic.
our tags are gaming news, E3, and IRL. So we're still technically in our boundaries. Technicalities.
Yeah.
Technicalities for a wish. But thank you for joining us. We'll definitely be doing this in the future. I think we'll be trying to make Wednesdays our podcasts for future references.
I don't know about that. Maybe Tuesdays? We'll figure it out at some point.
We'll definitely figure it out. I'll definitely be putting it. We'll definitely be putting up a schedule onto the Twitch sublinks on here. We'll definitely be making that. We'll also be coming up with what topics will be going on, or which type of podcast will be going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, podcast for games, podcast for anime, podcast for music, if that's a thing. I'm not sure. Especially one topic would be really popular right now, which is the MCU universe, especially since they're bringing the multiverse theories and everything, which is just one of those big topics, which I can definitely get into. But we'll definitely keep this going.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be keeping this channel up, and we'll be definitely be doing stuff with YouTube as well in the future.
Yeah. Also, these videos, for one, we'll save under the profile if you missed part of it and you wanted to like check, kind of listen to it again or listen to the beginning of it if you missed part of it. Also, we had a kind of a testing stream. We covered a couple games like Cyberpunk and possibly like one or two other big games in the previous stream, which is saved into the profile. We had to take a short intermission. Also, this video should upload to YouTube either tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, you can always like go and check that out.
We have like an hour to upload, so probably tomorrow.
And then also for the quality of this, I know that we've had issues with typing with the microphones. We do only have one microphone at the time. I was trying to use my personal computer's laptop microphone and this microphone. That was not a smart idea on my move. I'm sorry for that.
I can't believe you right now.
How dare you?
You choked.
I feel disrespected.
And so we will work on that. We will make sure in the future we're not asking for anything for money or anything like that. We're going to make it ourselves, and we're definitely in the process. We're definitely process of building up our inventory for media equipment. So right now we are working with what we have, and I hope that you can appreciate that. If you can't, I'm sorry, but at least work with us until we get better equipment.
Also, nothing in particular pertaining to the stream, or I think I said that right. But within like 3 or 4 hours, I will also be streaming at twitch.tv/Ace of Video Games. I'll be streaming some Apex Legends if you guys want to go check that out. Feel free to, but that'll probably be all that I'll be doing within the next couple days. So.
Well, this has been Virtual Rejects, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good day, y'all.
Also, drop that follow if you want to support us. But
yeah.